I just want to give a huge thank you to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. I'll show you guys what we got from them and how cool it is a little bit later on. But first, we gotta get some work done. Hello and welcome back to the Fummins build. We have had some time to go do some sins at the Freedom Factory, ripping the LS Miata, working on it, working on Donnie the C5. Now we can turn our attention back to the Fummins build so we can actually start using this thing to tow everything around. I'm very, very excited for that, let me tell you. So anyway, it dawned on me as I was unhooking from the Freedom Factory and unloading all my stuff, before I unload the car, might as well hook the Fummins up to the open trailer with the car on it and see how it tows. Originally, I was just gonna go straight into towing the enclosed, but probably a better idea to tow the lighter, simpler setup first in case we have any complications. So the plan for today, tow the little setup, see how that goes. That's step number one. And then we have some more parts to put on it, and then if all goes well, hook up to the big trailer, tow that, because I'd like to see and compare how it tows with the stock tune versus tuned, because I know it's gonna be like a massive night and day difference. So I think that'll be kind of cool, just depending on how it tows the open. If it struggles to tow the open, then obviously we might have a problem, but everything seems good. From the last test drive, like, runs good, AC works, temps seem good. We haven't gone far, but it seems good. I'm always nervous with this truck to like really push it. But we got to start pushing it and start trusting it before we start making trips with it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and making it look better. That's also very important. So I'm going to fire her up and let her warm up, and then we're going to get to it. Beautiful. Hit the AC cranking. Well, boys, here she is. Doesn't that look freaking spiffy? Oh, I love the lights I put on the side of the trailer, and it's cool to see them with this truck, you know, because we got the cab lights. Obviously, it's not dark, so you can't really see. I'm definitely going to put non-smoked cab lights on the top. I don't really care for the smoked cab lights. I like cab lights. But yeah, we got our front lights, our fog lights. Dude, so sick. Fans ripping. AC's cold. I think it might need a little more charge because it was a little on the low side, borderline. So I need to check it again, just see if I need to put a little more Freon in it. But here it is, hooked up to the open trailer. Way nicer setup than the little Green Ripper. Man, I'm excited about this. So I don't know how it's gonna tow. When I street drove it the last time the other day, definitely felt slow. I mean, it felt like it had the torque and stuff to like get out of the hole good. But just like cruising speed, it just felt slow. But from what I understand, that's how they are. But yeah, anyway, I'm just excited. So I guess let's try it. Oh, it's so nice to hop into this truck with the freaking AC blowing cold. Freaking ginormous center console. Forget I have this. Look at that, freaking wallet holder. Benny boy's first ride in the Fummins. Well, so far, starting and stopping does not feel like it's there. It's like the green truck has the power to pull it, but you definitely feel it. Oh! Off-road. Right. I'm trying to break my wires, might be on the wrong circuit or something. First I thought it was the engine rattling, now I think it might be the transmission, just like in between gears or something. It feels like the same amount of speed, like I'm not hitting like flooring it, but like the same amount of acceleration as it does without the trailer. like at this speed that it feels sluggish because I'm like in boost, and it's like to accelerate past this.
Yeah, it just doesn't like go anywhere.
No. Like it'll make boost, but it doesn't really like accelerate any.
Yeah, I don't really know what it's supposed to do.
No.
That's definitely just like...
Yeah, that's like the door or something. I mean, as far as like power though, feels the same as no trailer. I don't know if like it's not going into overdrive and I have another gear, or this is just like, I mean, I guess 2100 at 6570 is like pretty high.
What rear gear does that have?
I don't know. Okay, yeah, it might not be back all the way. The steering ratio is definitely like a lot different than the green truck, so it's like really weird to get used to.
Like less or more?
Like less turning, the same amount of turning does less, a lot less. So I'll like go to turn my tiny bit that I would in that truck, and it's like not enough. Tone with the Fummins though. Looks cool with the steam Miata back there. I guess that feels like it probably should, because like it accelerates as fast as my green truck does with like quarter throttle as well.
Dodge was a ripper.
Yeah, but that's two. Yeah, tune makes a big difference. I mean, I basically got to get it tuned and then just see where it's at. But I mean, it feels fine. It's not like it feels slow. Super slow. Like, once you get it up to speed, it holds speed fine.
Just gotta hook it up to the enclosed now.
Yeah, that's the
point. Put my truck in there.
I wanted to try this trailer first just to see if there was any, like, major complications before I make it halfway down the road with the enclosed and break down. It's nice though, besides the seat noise, it's very quiet in here.
Yeah.
Engine temp steady. It gets to 190, which is operating temp, doesn't change. Okay, the brakes are working. I guess let's go down here. Try to go up the hill, see how that is. Now it's this trailer, isn't it? That's got to be about what it's supposed to feel like.
But it feels normal to me.
Because it makes like 300 horsepower and weighs 8,000 pounds. I just got used to my 6.0 truck, which makes probably 300 wheel and weighs 4,000 pounds. So half the weight, same power.
Hey,
look at that, boy. Alright, temp's 194. I'm gonna let it sit and idle. See how it goes. Let's make sure it cools down at idle. I definitely think I might need to add a time. I mean, I don't know. The AC is pretty cold.
It's cold.
It's cold. Yeah, I think it's as good as it's gonna get.
It's just like Florida. Some days it just is not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's cold enough, but it's just like you know, never know. So today's video sponsor is Simply Safe. So I've wanted to get a security system for the house and the shop for a while, because when me and Ben go out of state to drift events, you know, we're gone for a few days and there's really not anybody here to watch the house or take care of things or check on things. And you know, it makes me uneasy sometimes when we're out of state. I'm always worried I'm gonna come back, my stuff's gonna be gone, or house is gonna be broken into, and I just wanted that peace of mind. And the Simply Safe system, to me, it was absolutely perfect. Like, perfect. Simply Safe is an incredibly effective and reliable security system for your home that you get delivered straight to you. You order it online or over the phone, boom, shows up to your door, you install it yourself in less than an hour. And I can confirm, less than an hour, no problem. I did a pretty elaborate one, less than an hour. So you can get 24/7 monitoring for 50 cents a day, and it's no long-term commitments. This isn't like some 3-year contract you gotta sign that halfway in you're like, you know what, I don't really need this anymore. You don't need it, stop paying for it, you're done. Simple as that. Another unique thing about this system that I really like is the sheer amount of options. You can go as crazy or as simple as you like, and I absolutely love that. You just buy what you think you need to cover yourself and cover what you want to take care of, and you're done. That's it. Throw it on, be done with it. So we're gonna top off the system with what you would think would be the hardest part to install, the keypad. And I'll show you how. It'll probably take us 5 seconds. Sticky pads are pulled off. And we just stick it on like that. I mean, you can fasten all this stuff with screws if you want to, but hey, I like the easy route. All right, so we're setting up the sensors. So see it blinking. Entry sensor added. Back door set.
Entry sensor named.
Done. Dude, it's so easy. This is like as easy as it gets. Oh, everything is set up. So here's our base station. All of our sensors are set up. I just calibrated the lock, so check this out. So I'm leaving. Door is locked. I'm gonna enter my code, which obviously I can't show you. So see, entered the code. That is so handy, dude. So now that we're home, so the door is locked, it's armed. Ben, try to open a door.
Which door?
Either one, sliding glass door, the door out of your office. Oh, there it goes, see? All right, pin is entered. Boom, sweet, cool, it all works. So if you guys are interested in a security system, Simply Safe, in my opinion, is absolutely the way to go. I'll put the link below, and the link will be right here on the screen. Huge thanks to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video, and huge thanks to you guys for supporting those companies who support us. They have a lot of great products, and I mean, from my experience, like I would highly recommend them. But anyway, it's time to get back to work in the shop. Had the locksmith out, moving up in the world. Oh, it's unlocked. Ooh, we got a key fob. I know some of this stuff is so rudimentary for some of you folks, but for me, most of my vehicles don't usually have key fobs. This is exciting. Got the windshield people coming day after tomorrow for this and the Subaru. So much needed. I just wanted to get it mostly done before I had them come out. So sweet, I'm gonna back it into the shop, because what we were doing before we tow the big trailer is we were gonna be changing the rear bumper. Our rear bumper is toast. You can see the plastic's all destroyed. These don't work, so I decided to go on without the sensors. It looks way cleaner. Yeah, our plastic is effed. While we got the bumper on, I'm gonna throw just a little spray paint on the old hitch here. This thing's like bent in. It's probably not supposed to be like that. And just dust this stuff up while we got everything cleared out of the way. Yeah, that looks much better painted. Just enough, you know, just touch it up so it's not rusty. The problem is this truck had a bed liner, and the bed liner caused the bed to rust. There's no other rust anywhere on the truck, just back in the bed where the water would collect. So then that rust dripped down on this metal and rusted this metal. So yeah, bed liners cause a ruckus. Now we gotta strip this bumper down and get like this bar off it, the brackets, the wiring harness, things like that. First we'll get this one out of the box so we can see exactly what it came with and then know exactly what we need to take off that so we don't waste our time taking off something we don't need. I'm glad I opened it. It comes with the bracketry. The front bumper did not come with anything. It was a bare shell. So we just need the bracket that goes, those little guys that go from there to the body, and then basically this connector. We're deleting our sensors because again, they don't work anyway. So I'm just gonna need to basically cut this and wire just the tag lights in because it comes with new tag light, little harness deal, new tag light socket guys. So sweet, it's honestly gonna be easier than anticipated. Alrighty, new bumper's ready to go on. Tag lights are in. Plug is wired in. I'm really stoked that this came with and it came with new brackets. I'm an idiot. I put the old ones on. This is why you check things, people. All I have to do is flip it over. I'm gonna just use those for now since they're already on there. Oh no, this is all scratched up. That's kind of lame. Oh, it's from this. That's okay. It happens. Okay, yeah, let's get it on the truck. On the outside, you gotta go up.
Do that.
Dude, look at that. Freaking snazzy unit. Definitely looks a lot better than it did. The lack of sensor holes is also nice. Man, what a difference. All this aesthetic stuff has been so satisfying. Like just huge differences. Destroyed bumper, rusty hitch, no more rusty hitch. New bumper. Taillights, man, I'm so conflicted on them. The problem is any of these LED tails are usually a little tacky. I just wish, I wish it was red here, because from the side it looks brighter. From the back it doesn't look bad. I haven't even checked to see how bright the reverse lights are yet either. All right, sweet, I'm gonna go register this thing in the morning, so I'm fully legal, I've got insurance and everything on it, but I wanna be 100% and we can start really driving this thing, putting it through its paces, because I'm never gonna trust it until I drive it. I'm never gonna take it on a trip until I trust it. So I gotta drive it, trust it, trip it, and test it. Test the trailer. So DMV in the morning, register, trailer. Well, she is officially registered, insured, all legal, all ready to go, which is a big moment that I've been putting off because it's kind of like, you know how your car always brakes once you've just filled it up with gas, like you get a full tank, especially like the fuel pump brakes, you got to drop the tank or whatever. That's my theory with registering cars. So I'm always so nervous to register them for the first time because, I don't know, just one of those things. But anyway, if we don't do this now, we're just gonna drive it and not do it. So what we gotta do is move our lift pumps forward to basically allow us to hook our e-brake cable up. The other thing that is one of those things that I should have done a long time ago is hooking up our fuel pump trigger wire. So I just like hook it up to the terminal, but this needs to go to the factory fuel pump trigger. I just didn't know what that was. I had to get some wiring schematics to figure out which of the 4 wires going to the fuel pump was the trigger for the fuel pump, because yes, I could run this to like a key on source, but I don't want it to be on anytime the key's on. I want it to be on when it's supposed to be on, when the factory fuel pump would be on. We got our fuel tank skid plate back on, we got our e-brake cable back on, clearing the lift pump, and fuel pump power wire is powered up to the factory fuel pump wire, so it'll turn on when the truck tells it to now. Such little things I've been putting off for so long. I don't know why, but they're done. All right, now with all of the little things sorted, we're gonna go put some miles on it. I went through, retorqued the cab bolts, everything's good. Just trying to get some driving in, just some normal driving around. That'll help the Ford ECU smooth out the shift points. Then once we've got to about 20 miles, we can do a data log, send that data log to them so they can send us a revised trans tune. And yeah, I need to run some errands, so might as well use this thing, see how it does. So let's hit the road, Jax. All right, I've got to figure that noise out. I made it like most of the way there and was like, I should turn around before I get stranded. I do not know what that noise is. I don't know if you heard it. Yeah, it's weird. It's like certain RPM, certain speeds, certain throttle positions, you hear it. And it kind of sounds like it's coming from the trans, but it also sounds like it could be coming from the firewall. It definitely like sounds like a metal on metal rattle. It's just if that's a metal on metal rattle inside the trans, or if it's just a metal on metal rattle from something else underneath there, you know, like a bracket, the exhaust, something like that. So I gotta try to figure that out. All right, well, the noise is pretty much gone. It still happens very, very slightly for a brief second here and there. And I think that's because basically it's still really close, like where I have it cut back because the nut is still on the stud. And I mean, I can barely fit the very tip of a screwdriver through it. So I think just certain speeds and vibrations, it moves enough to hit it. But it's mostly gone to that. I mean, that will lead me to believe that that was it, right? If it was something else and we cut that, it shouldn't make any difference. So I definitely think that was our problem. So that's good. That's good. We'll have to address it further, pull the nut off, try to cut the rest of the stud, but definitely was getting sketchy. Like when I was driving to the gas station, it was starting to get real loud. So cool. Another thing down off the list. That's what we're kind of in that phase, working the bugs out, you know? You just little things pop up, you address them, move on. So gonna go get fuel now. Drive went successful, no more noise. One thing I did realize is we don't have tow haul mode, and that is because we're in the tuning, testing, data logging phase of the trans tuning. We're not able to use tow haul mode until the final trans tune is done, then they'll activate tow haul mode. So because of that, not a good idea to try to tow the gooseneck. So I wanted to try to tow this, see what it was like stock and everything, but since the trans tuning's not done and we don't have tow haul mode, really not the best call. As much as I want to do it, it's just, I spent so much time on this truck, I'd hate to like blow the trans out of it, being silly trying to tow it completely stock and with the trans tuning not dialed in yet. So I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna wait. I'm sorry. I know I said I was gonna tow the big trailer today. I really wanted to. I promise, I did, but just not the best call. We gotta be smart. Then in the next couple of days, we'll get all that stuff done and then tow it. But for now, we need to clean this thing. I have not cleaned this truck since like when I got it. It was really dirty when I got it. I cleaned it, and then in all this build process time, it has not been cleaned, and it is quite filthy. See if we can spiff it up a little bit now that we're driving her around town. Probably won't be able to see it in camera, but man, that made a huge difference. This thing still needs a proper detail and a waxing and whatever, but you know, even little things like the wheels being shiny again, I didn't realize how dirty it really was. We got some water spots. I'm terrible at washing cars. I understand. I'm not good at it. It's fine. But yeah, anyway, looks a lot better. This side's still a little gross, but overall made a huge difference. There was a bunch of dirt and dust on this thing. Now it's actually kind of shiny. I also took the time while I had to wash stuff out to wash the little green Ripper. This is my temporary tow rig gonna be turbo truck. For those of you who don't know, it's got a 6-liter and a 4L80 in it out of a 2500. But I love this little truck, such a good daily. Cleaned out the inside, it gotten dirty from all the trips, so very satisfying. Always satisfying to clean up your daily vehicles because they can get filthy. So sweet. Okay, now to the inside of the Ford, we're gonna do a quick clean. Like I said, gonna get it properly detailed, but we're gonna try to clean some more of the grease and grime stuck into the plastic off. All right, I haven't got around to cleaning the interior yet for a very good reason. Some amazing news. So if you guys have watched most of the episodes, you know we've been having kind of an issue with getting the tuning done on this truck for a while. Basically what's been happening is I have my HP tuners unit, which is what you have to use on these trucks because you can't do AFI Live until 06. Basically what I need to do to get to my tuner was download the stock tune file, but this thing would not do it. It just kept giving us errors and having all these issues. We couldn't figure out what the deal was. You know, the truck's running and driving, really tuning is the last thing that needs to be done. I bit the bullet. I bought the new HP tuner setup, which is like their updated one, as you can see there. What do you know? It works. Downloaded the tune file. Data logging worked, which it didn't work on this one. So all the stuff that wasn't really working and giving us issues seems to be working on this. So I've sent that file and the data log to my tuner, so he should be able to write us a custom tune. Great guy. His name is Matt. If you guys have ever heard of him, Optimal Welding YouTube channel. So I found him through watching his videos, and I just commented on one of his videos saying, you know, yeah, I really want to do a 12-valve Cummins swap in one of these trucks. And he was the one who was like, dude, no. you should do a common rail Cummins swap. The common rail, you know, the wiring's like as simple as an LS swap, and they're much more modern, much more efficient engines. So what do you know? We put a common rail Cummins in this thing instead of an old 12 valve. So, I mean, I owe so much of this build to him. He helped me out so much along the way, answered my questions. So awesome guy. I really enjoy his videos, but he is a pretty well-known Cummins tuner. So he's gonna do the custom tuning on this truck for us. So hopefully this means we'll have a custom tune on this thing in a day or two. That would be exciting. So with that being said though, I need to dive into the LS Miata. Full of things I want to do this thing both aesthetically and mechanically before the next event, which I thought I would have like a couple weeks to do that, but of course there's an event this weekend that I want to go to because I want to test tow with the truck. We're going to tow the open trailer with the truck now that's all registered and ready. So yeah, last minute crunch as always. I got to get to work on that. So we're waiting on the custom tune for this and the revised tune for the trans. We're going to work on that and then switch back and do stuff and test tow this weekend. So we'll have some exciting stuff coming this week. I hope to see you guys for it. But for now, that's all we have time for. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Goodbye, guys.